Republican senators today grilled President Obama's pick for the chief American diplomat for Europe on a lot more than just European policy. Victoria Nuland is the former State Department spokeswoman. Emails showed she played a big part in crafting the administration's so-called talking points following last year's terror attack in Benghazi. And while some Republicans today said they do not dispute her nomination, they did question her numerous times about her role in the days after that attack. James Rosen with the News Live in Washington tonight. James?
Shep, good evening. A former ambassador to NATO, Victoria Nuland has worked for the last 3 presidents, and she is married to Bob Kagan, an influential conservative in foreign policy circles. But Nuland's rise in official Washington was threatened by Benghazi. To hear her tell it, when Nuland was pushing her colleagues at CIA to delete references to terrorism from the Benghazi talking points, she was acting, quote, on instinct and not doing the bidding of then Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, even when Nuland wrote to her CIA colleagues, quote, "These revisions don't resolve all my issues or those of my building leadership. They are consulting with national security staff."
Can you just tell me who that building leadership was? Who you're referring to there?
The only person that I consulted with that night was my regular reporting channel.
And that person is?
At the time, that was Jake Sullivan.
Jake Sullivan is now Vice President Biden's top national security advisor. Last September, Sullivan was Deputy Chief of Staff to then Secretary of State Clinton. Clinton has denied knowing anything about the CIA annex in Benghazi, which was also attacked that night, being used for a covert operation to run guns to the Syrian rebels. But one lawmaker pressed that theory again today.
There are many of us who believe that it had to do with an arms trade going out of the CIA annex, and that perhaps people were unhappy about arms being taken from one group to another and sent to another that may have incited the rioting and may have incited the terrorist attack.
If confirmed, Nuland will become Assistant Secretary of State for European and Eurasian Affairs. Shep.
James Rosen in Washington. Thanks.